I remember the first time I felt it, this strange, unnerving quiet where a wildfire used to be. I always saw love as a wildfire, intense and needing constant care to survive. I searched for smoke signals, that thrilling heat that makes you feel alive. But with you, the fire didn't die, it settled. It gathered itself into an hearth, a steady, unwavering flame contained within the walls of a home I didn't even know we were building. And I was afraid. I stood in this space, this impossible warmth that didn't threaten to burn the whole world down, and I felt a profound sense of loss. Where was the chaos I had mistaken for passion? Where was the desperate chase? I sat in a warm room, missing the excitement of the open flame. I searched your eyes for the familiar flicker of a spark about to catch, for the storm I was so used to weathering, but all I found was a calm, steady glow. It was the warmth of a sunrise, not a forest fire. I felt like our love was fading, just settling for something less than we were. It was the initial shock of finding peace in a space I had always believed was meant only for fire, and it felt like the most profound betrayal of the love I thought I knew. I waited for the boredom to set in, for the days to blur into a soft, monotonous gray. I thought our love would settle into a calm, predictable routine, but it didn't. For the gray never came. Instead, the colors grew deeper, richer, more nuanced. The familiarity I had dreaded became a canvas, not a cage. Knowing the rhythm of your breath as you slept didn't make it mundane. It made it the baseline of my own peace. Seeing your gaze shift from worry to pure joy revealed and rekindle a deeper connection. It was a fluency that allowed for a conversation beyond words, a profound, unspoken understanding. My passion for you didn't dull, it was honed. It was no longer a frantic, desperate scrabble for purchase on a cliff face, but a deep, confident dive into waters I knew were safe enough to hold me, yet vast enough to explore for a lifetime. The love wasn't a spectacle anymore, it was a sacrament. Every shared silence, an inside joke, built something strong and unbreakable over time. I realized that the passion I craved wasn't in the constant threat of falling. It was in the absolute certainty of being caught, and in the freedom that certainty gave me to leap higher than I ever had before. It's a strange and beautiful paradox, this exciting stability. It's the thrill of a tightrope walk, but with a net so vast and strong you forget to be afraid of the fall. The world tells you that comfort is the enemy of excitement, that a love that feels like home is a love that has settled, a love that has given up. They paint stability as a beige room with no windows, a slow, quiet fading of the vibrant colors of romance. But they are wrong. Our stability is not a quiet room. It is a launch pad. It is the solid ground beneath my feet that gives me the confidence to build something skyward. I am no longer worried about you leaving. Now I can focus all my energy on us and dreaming bigger than ever. The predictability of your love isn't boring. It's the most exhilarating constant in a world defined by chaos. It's the knowledge that at the end of a day spent fighting dragons, there is a sanctuary waiting for me. And that sanctuary is not a place of retreat, but a place of refueling. It is the thrilling, heart-pounding excitement of knowing, without a shadow of a doubt, that I have a partner for the adventure, not just a spectator. This isn't a settled love, it's an anchored one. And an anchor doesn't stop a ship from sailing. It gives it a safe harbor to return to, empowering it to explore the wildest, most distant seas. This safety, this profound sense of being utterly and completely known, didn't tame the wildness between us. It amplified it. It made every spark a supernova. Because I was no longer afraid of the fire, I could let it burn brighter than ever before. The wild moments, the stolen kisses in the rain, laughter that makes our sides hurt, and spontaneous adventures that kick off with just a look. They all feel so much more alive because they come from a place of total trust, not desperation. It's the difference between a firework that explodes once in a brilliant, fleeting display and a star that burns with an incredible, enduring intensity for millennia. The vulnerability that this safety allowed for was the highest form of adrenaline. Daring to show you the darkest, most hidden parts of my soul was a greater risk, a more thrilling leap of faith than any reckless act I had ever committed in the name of a lesser love. The untamed, beautiful chaos I once craved was still there, but it wasn't a force that threatened to tear us apart. It was like this current flowing between us, a shared energy we could tap into, knowing our bond is strong enough to weather any storm that came our way. You didn't just become my home. You became the safe harbor from which my wildest adventures could finally, truly begin. And for that, I will spend a lifetime loving you and showing you just how grateful I am. If this message resonates with you, please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.